He wasn't an ordinary cat. His fur shimmered like morning sunlight, and his eyes glowed like twin golden moons. Everyone believed Ember carried a secret magic that could warm even the coldest heart. One stormy night, a terrifying roar shook the entire village. A mysterious dark creature known as the Shadow Drake swooped down from the Forbidden Woods and snatched the villagers' precious Moonstone Crystal. Without it, the village lights faded, plants drooped, and the entire forest began to fall into darkness. Villagers panicked. No one dared enter the Forbidden Woods. No one except Ember, the brave orange rescue cat. With a determined flick of his fiery tail, Ember stepped forward. "I will bring back the Moonstone," he meowed, his voice steady with courage. Vanilla, Jojo, Oreo, Chocolate, and Waffle, his loyal friends, ran to join him, forming the Five-Paw Rescue Squad. Inside the Forbidden Woods, strange glowing plants swayed, whispering riddles. The wind howled with warning. But Ember kept leading, his warm glow lighting the path. When they reached the Shadow Drake's cave, a chilling darkness surrounded them. The Shadow Drake hissed, "Turn back. The Moonstone is mine." But Ember didn't flinch. His fur suddenly blazed brighter, so bright it illuminated the entire cave. The warmth of his bravery melted the shadows around the creature. The Shadow Drake froze. No one had ever shown him kindness before. Ember stepped closer and touched the dragon's nose gently. "Everyone deserves light, even you," Ember whispered. The Shadow Drake's heart softened. For the first time in centuries, he felt warmth. Tears sparkled in his eyes as he returned the Moonstone Crystal. When Ember placed the Moonstone back on the village pedestal, light burst across Whiskerwood, flowers bloomed instantly, lanterns glowed, and villagers cheered the bravest orange hero in history. From that day, Ember became known as the cat who brought back the light, and whenever the night felt too dark, villagers would look at the glowing Moonstone and remember that even the smallest hero can defeat the deepest shadows. After saving the Moonstone Crystal, Ember became the pride of Whiskerwood, but peace didn't last long. One morning, the village birds arrived crying their queen, Skyla, had vanished, and with her, the crystal feather of hope, the magical feather that kept the skies bright and the winds gentle. Without Skyla, the skies turned gray, the wind grew cold, and even the flowers bowed their heads. Ember, glowing like sunrise, stood tall. "Don't worry," he said softly. "We will bring her home." Once again, Vanilla, Jojo, Oreo, Chocolate, and Waffle joined him. The Five-Paw Rescue Squad set off towards Stormy Peak, a mountain where thunder lived. As they climbed, fierce winds tried to push them down. The stones rattled under their paws. But Ember's golden glow formed a shield around his friends, warming their hearts and giving them courage. Halfway up the mountain, they found Skyla trapped inside a swirling storm cage created by the mischievous wind sprites. The tiny spirits giggled, playing with the stolen crystal feather. "Give it back," Vanilla hissed. But the sprites only spun faster, creating dangerous whirlwinds. Ember stepped forward. Instead of fighting, he sat down calmly and let his warm glow expand. The light wrapped around the sprites like a comforting blanket. The storm softened. For the first time, the wine sprites felt warm. One by one, they floated down and placed the crystal feather at Ember's paws. "We just wanted someone to play with us," they whispered. Ember touched Skyla's cage with the feather. Instantly, it shattered into sparkles. The queen bird spread her wings and hugged Ember with her soft feathers. "My hero," she whispered. "You brought hope back to the skies." When they returned to Whiskerwood, sunlight burst through the clouds, the winds carried laughter. Birds circled above the village, singing Ember's name. And once again, the little orange cat proved, you don't need claws to be powerful. You just need a warm heart. One peaceful evening in Whiskerwood, a cold whisper drifted through the village. The lantern flames trembled. The ground shivered. Vanilla looked up with wide eyes. Something's wrong. The forest feels sad. Before Ember could respond, a ghostly blue light floated toward them, a spirit fox named Lumina. Her fur sparkled like moon dust, but her eyes carried deep sorrow. Ember, please help us, she whispered. The forest of forgotten souls is fading. If it disappears, every lost animal spirit will vanish forever. Ember's golden glow flickered with worry. He knew the forest was sacred, a place where the souls of beloved pets rested peacefully before joining the stars. Without hesitation, Ember gathered the Five-Paw Rescue Squad: Jojo, Vanilla, Oreo, Chocolate, and Waffle. We save everyone living or spirit, he said. As they entered the forest, the air grew heavy. Trees stood frozen, their leaves turning to ash. Echoes of forgotten meows and barks drifted around them like tiny broken hearts. At the center of the forest lay a massive stone statue, the guardian wolf, cracked and crumbling. It once protected the forest, but now something dark wrapped around it like chains, something alive. A shadowy creature rose from behind the statue, the Echo Eater, a monster that fed on memories of lost animals, erasing them forever. It hissed, "You cannot save what is already forgotten." But Ember's heart burned brighter than fear. "No soul deserves to disappear," he said softly. "Not while love remembers them." His entire body began to glow brighter than ever before. The golden light flowed from him into his friends. Jojo's whiskers lit like silver stars, Vanilla's tail shimmered like soft moonlight, Oreo, and Chocolate glowed like twin comets, Waffle sparkled with warm earth. Magic together, they formed a circle of pure love and memory. The forest came alive, soft barks, gentle purrs, fluttering wings. Thousands of spirit animals surrounded Ember, adding their light to his. The Echo Eater shrieked as the warmth of love overwhelmed it, dissolving it into harmless sparkles. The guardian wolf statue healed instantly. With a deep, grateful howl, a wave of peaceful energy swept the entire forest. Lumina bowed her head. "You saved them all. You saved every forgotten soul." Ember smiled softly. No soul is forgotten if someone loved them. As the spirit animals rose into the sky, becoming new stars, the Five-Paw Rescue Squad walked home under the brightest night Whiskerwood had ever seen.